Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Jenni Cathcart, the eBike manager at General Motors. Thank you for joining us, Jenni.
Hi, thanks for having me on today.
Well, first of all, before we talk about the information that GM is putting out here about, a contest with some new e-bikes, give us an overview of what GM's view is of the e-bike business, what it's doing here.
Absolutely. So General Motors is launching 2 electric bikes in 2019. There's a bike that is a folding electric bike and one that's compact. Both are designed for urban commuters, and these bikes are very innovative. They have integrated safety features and some connectivity.
Really interesting. And the reasons why GM is doing this?
Absolutely. So I'd say there are kind of 2 reasons. So the first one is that General Motors has talked about this vision of 0 crashes, 0 emissions, and 0 congestion. And one way in which they're trying to fulfill that vision is by entering the e-bike market. The second thing, and the related to that actually, is that as General Motors thinks about what categories to enter, they really think about how customers want to get around, how they're thinking about transportation and what their needs are. And so as we looked out into the market and talked with customers, what we saw is that urban commuters in particular really have some unique challenges. And so the idea was to build electric bikes that help address some of those specific challenges.
Have you talked about what the price range might be for the bikes?
We're not prepared to release that detail yet, but stay tuned because we will release more in 2019.
Terrific. Now tell us about what you're doing here to involve the public in naming these e-bikes.
Absolutely. So as you know, General Motors has a number of really iconic brands like Chevrolet and Cadillac. But when we introduced this whole new category of products, we decided that it really needed its own unique brand voice. And so what we've done is we have reached out to the public to ask people, hopefully our future customers, to help us come up with a new brand will be sold. And so we created the GM eBike Brand Challenge. And from now until Monday, November 26th, your listeners can go online to www.ebikebrandchallenge.com and submit up to 10 different ideas for brand names, along with a short description describing why they think that their idea is the absolute best name for our brand of bikes.
So what are the kinds of things that you're looking for? Give folks some guidance here.
Absolutely. So we're looking for brand names that will really bring this product to life. So we've provided some details about the product and some images, and so that people can get their head around what this looks like and what this is about. We want a brand that really speaks to urban commuters and urban commuters really worldwide. We want a name that's unique and creative and really stands out. So that's some of what we're looking for. And for the winner would get $10,000. And 9 runners-up will each get $1,000. So there's a really good payoff for submitting some creative names.
Interesting. Now, can you tell us anything more about how the bikes will be sold? Is GM going to establish bike dealerships, or are you going to work with the bike dealers that are out there, or what can you tell us?
So those are some details I'm not prepared to talk about yet today, but we're happy to share more in 2019.
Well, it sounds really interesting. And once again, the website for people who want to participate here is www.ebikebrandchallenge.com. And is there a target for when the bikes will hit the market? You said next
2019.
year. You're not saying any more than that at this point?
That's all we're saying at this point.
Well, it sounds exciting and an interesting move by General Motors. Jenni Cathcart, thank you for taking the time with us.
Thanks so much for having me on today.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at Sea Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on Sea Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love Sea Crane.